Hello everybody, I am Fire Lotus the Witch. I did want to apologize if you hear a dog barking, that's my neighbor's dog, there's nothing I can do about it, and if you hear a cat randomly make noise, that's my familiar who is currently going a little bit crazy right now. Um, so I suffer from bipolar manic depression, PTSD, agoraphobia, and extreme anxiety. And once I was added to the group, I saw that a video needed to be made for things that you can do to kind of kick that seasonal depression. So yeah, I attempted making this earlier last week, and I kept having technical difficulties, so I'm retrying it again. So I created two custom sigils. I also have what they're for that you can use. I have a small list of herbs that the magical properties of it can be used to relieve depression. Do not digest any of them, and if you do, please do your own research, especially if you are on SSRIs or any type of antidepressant. Please do your research on how that can affect it, especially if you are bipolar like me. Stay away from St. John's wort by digesting it, because it can make your manic episodes really bad. Personal experience there. I have two essential oils, and then I have a list of crystals, two colors, and just some other things that I myself do to kind of relieve that depression. For one, if you don't know, I'm Fire Lotus. I also have a page. I also have a podcast and an Instagram and a TikTok, all by the same name. Also have a YouTube page, Fire Lotus the Witch. So many videos. There's about 80-something videos on my YouTube page, so you can also go check that out as well. But yeah, also, if you see this and you want any more questions or anything like that, you can either hit me up on my page, Fire Lotus the Witch, or any of my social sites. My inbox is always open. You can also email me at firelotus18@gmail.com. I've been a practitioner for 17 years. I practice my own little thing. So, without further ado, let's get into this. Hold that thought. Sorry about that. My cat is over here fighting with the toy. So, the herbs, we have burdock, cocoa, lavender, marjoram, I pronounced that wrong, sorry, St. John's wort, and yarrow. We also have, with the essential oils, lavender and tea tree oil. Another good one that I use, just because I associate it with sunshine and healing, because it is a master healing one, is calendriol. I hope I said that right too. So, and like I said, with the herbs, if you do try one of these as a tea, please do your own individual research. I am not a herbalist. I am not a doctor. I'm just giving my advice. Now, the crystals, and I'm going to add some to these as well. Bostawaga agate, probably pronounced that wrong too, sorry. Carlinia, yellow jasper, lapilodorite, malachite, moonkite, pyrite, and smoky quartz. Of course, amethyst can also be used to relieve that anxiety. Another good one that I've also learned is selenite. Let's see, what else is there? Selenite. There's also, smoky quartz is really good in general, because it can be programmed to, if you do have anxiety and you have all those anxious thoughts that also come with seasonal blues or depression, it can actually be programmed to filter out those anxious thoughts, so nothing that you don't want really manifested to be manifested. Smoky quartz, of course, because it's grounding as well. Black kyanite and obsidian, black obsidian, they're really good. Just know that if you do use those, due to the fact that they're extremely grounding and they also absorb all the negative energy, they need to be cleansed like daily. And if you don't have the energy of that, a cool hack that I learned is just get a simple salt lamp, Himalayan salt lamp, and the salt itself cleanses them. So you can actually just put them on there at night when you go to sleep, and it cleanses it. But please make sure you do cleanse it a lot, because if not, it can kind of backfire, and yeah, you don't want that. Tiger's Eye is also a great one. It also sparks courage and confidence, which is we all need. The only two colors that I kind of found was blue and indigo, but what I say when it comes to color correspondence, any color that makes you happy, for example, green makes me extremely energized and peaceful. So any color or any stone or herb for that matter that you associate that brings happiness to you, you can put that on an altar. That's another good thing that you can do, is also have like a happy altar. And this can literally just be a small little place. It doesn't have to have all the candles and stuff like that, but a small little place, and put pictures or trinkets of things that make you happy, that bring happiness to you. Create a movie list. Another thing that I've realized that I started doing, my partner suggested it to me, which is raising your vibrations as well, is create a music list, or have some of your friends create a music list that you can listen to and sing. Even if you can't sing, I do it all the time. My neighbors probably hate me, but still, it helps me snap out of my episode. It also raises the natural energy and vibration to your house. That's another thing as well. A lot of people, depending on what you believe, and me, I forgot the word, but basically I believe that everything has some type of spirit. And with that, your house itself has a spirit, just like the land that you're on has a spirit. So another good thing that you can do is when you do have the energy to do it, get vinegar, white vinegar, and apple cider vinegar. Mix that up with any essential oil that you do have, like for example, lavender. There's lavender, there's mint, there's basically any cleansing one, and wash your front door with it. Wash your front door. Go around, kind of touch it on the mirrors or the top of the windows, and that'll also help as well. If you do work with a deity, ask that deity to help help lift your spirits a little bit more. I primarily work with my ancestors, and some people also in the practitioner life also associate depression, due to the fact that it can be genetic, is actually as a generational curse. But I would also definitely stay away from any type of shadow work unless you have an actual trained psychiatrist or therapist on hand or on call. I know shadow work is, a lot of people hype it up to be an amazing thing, but it can be a really, really traumatic thing, especially if you suffer from depression or anxiety or PTSD. Again, personal experience there. But yeah, another thing that you can do, a simple spell, get a white candle. Also, with any of the colors that I put it on here, a white candle, just like clear quartz, they can be programmed to mimic other stones, crystals. With the clear quartz, it can mimic other stones. Same with white candles. If, say, you had 4 red candles and you needed 5, use a white candle in its place. But light a candle, have it in your hand, don't burn yourself. Light a candle and go into a room. Close all the curtains and make it as dark as possible. And light the candle and say, I choose to step into the light. And open the curtains. And then you can either let the candle burn completely down, and that's burning your depression away, or you can, blow it out. But please know, by going or practicing magic, there's no 100% absolute fix. That's kind of where modern medicine comes in at, or therapy, if you do have those resources. But please do not get into your head that you can do a simple spell or a simple ritual and it will take depression away. It doesn't work like that. I fought for years trying to hunt down that perfect spell. It doesn't work like that. You do need help outside of that. So also with that, let your friends and family know, or the close people around you, that you're going through it a little bit, and to check on you. Another thing that I saw, I don't know where I originally saw this at, but you can also set up an emoji to where, like, if you just don't have the energy to reply back, just send a simple emoji, like a bird or something like that. And depending on those emojis, or depending on if somebody randomly needs to show up and kind of help out. Now, the 2 runes the 2 sigils that I did, I made them on a site that I will also try posting in the comments after this video is posted. It's 100% free, and all you do is go on there and type in what you want, and it literally breaks the sigil down, like traditional sigil making does. So, yeah, I'm about to pause this and then flip it around, and I'll show you the 2 that I made. Okay, I can't figure out how to turn it around. So, we're going to do this. I know that's horrible, but there's that one right there. The first one stands for I embrace love, light, and happiness. And then that right there is I banish depression and sadness. It's actually that one on the farthest one. I messed up with the one with the circle in there. But there's that. Sorry this video is kind of crappy. I'm working with what I got. But yeah, I hope this helps. And yeah, like I said, if you need any questions or anything like that, feel free to email me, hit me up on one of my social sites. Sorry this is so late. I was hoping to get this out sooner, but yeah, until then, peace, and just know that watching this video, I'm charging it and setting the intentions that just knowing and seeing this video will help you with your seasonal depression and blues. And the last thing is, if you have one of those days where you just don't have it in you, that's okay. That's completely okay. But if you do, or if you do want to do something to snap it out, just pick some music and just sing. Like, you don't even have to clean or anything like that. Just sing. And if you do work with your deities, know that they understand that there are things in this human life that we have that do affect us. Another thing that I do sometimes too is if I don't have it in me to like actually practice, I will literally just take a cover, take my favorite pillow, maybe a book, maybe my phone, and I will literally just go and sit in front of my altar for like hours. Because you may not physically or energetically be able to produce magic or do magic, you're still showing that that dedication is still there. But seriously know that if you work with your ancestors or any type of deity, they know and understand 100% that we do have human elements that, you know, that's not really there in the spiritual world. They understand that. They know that. Do not beat yourself up because you feel like you're not doing this, you're not doing that. Social media is extremely horrible when it comes to that because not everybody can do magic 24/7 every single day of the week. I'm sorry, it doesn't work that way. So just know you're not a bad witch. You're just a depressed witch with the seasonal blues, which will eventually go away. So that's how I'm going to end this video. Always know that no matter how dark life gets, the sun is always going to shine at some point in time. And the most important thing is never look. Everybody always looks forward, but in reality, you need to look back sometimes to see and to remember all those moments where you thought you would not be able to survive, you would not be able to push through into the following day. You have! You've done it! Which means you are so fucking strong. So strong. We battled with depression and anxiety or bipolar. We literally battle every single day of our waking life. And some of us even battle in our sleep. And that makes us stronger due to the fact that we have to fight our own selves. But just know that you were never alone. You're not alone. Your ancestors are with you. They're in front of you. They're behind you. They're all around you all the time. They hear you. Your deities that you work with are always with you. And they know and they see how strong we have to fight. And we are warriors. And never, ever, ever forget that. You are meant to be here. You are wanted. You are loved. You are gorgeous. You're smart. And if anybody else tells you differently, tell them to go fuck themselves. I hope that wasn't too inappropriate, but still. I hope you are all having a great holiday, and just know that this year in general is over, and it's not a bad year. A lot of bad shit has happened, but it's also tested us and made us all stronger than we thought we ever were. So until then, here at Lotus Hollow, me to you, here's some great energy, and I hope these tips and herbs and crystals help. Peace.